It was a bright Saturday morning. Around 10 a.m., the sunlight danced on the waves, and the soft ocean breeze made it feel like a perfect day to relax. My cabin sat peacefully near the shoreline, surrounded by trees and calm tides. I had invited a close friend over for some breakfast outside on the porch. We were just sipping coffee, chatting, and soaking in the serenity. But if you've seen my other videos, you already know my HOA Karen neighbor never misses a chance to cause drama. She's been on my case since the day I bought this cabin. From complaining about my parked car, to saying my cabin ruins the neighborhood view. She has done it all. But what happened today was next level insane. It didn't take long before I saw that familiar glare from across the yard. Karen, dressed in her usual black pantcoat, stormed out of her cabin. She didn't even try to be subtle this time. She marched straight to my fence, pointed her finger at me like she was a sheriff, and started yelling, "Who's that with you? You can't have strangers here. This is against HOA rules." My friend and I looked at each other, completely confused. I told her calmly, "It's just a friend. We're not breaking any rules." But Karen wasn't having it. She shouted even louder, "I'm calling the HOA and the police. You people think you can do whatever you want." Little did I know, this was only the beginning of the madness. I thought she was bluffing. But a minute later, I saw her on her phone pacing back and forth. At first, I ignored it. But then I overheard her saying, "Yes, there are dangerous people in my neighborhood. They're trespassing, and could be armed." What? Dangerous people? Armed? She was describing me and my friends like we were criminals. I walked up to her, trying to calm her down, telling her to stop lying, but she screamed, "Stay back or I'll have you arrested," and hung up. That's when I knew trouble was on its way. About 15 minutes later, the peaceful sound of waves was replaced by sirens and screeching tires. A convoy of police SUVs, and even a SWAT van pulled up outside my cabin. Officers in full gear jumped out, rifles in hand, scanning the area like they were preparing for a hostage rescue. My friend froze. In fear, I raised my hands immediately, shouting, "We didn't do anything. There's been a mistake." But the scene looked straight out of a movie. Helicopter noise in the distance. Neighbors peeking through windows. Everyone thinking something huge was going down. Two officers approached us, asked us to step aside, and calmly explained that they got a higher risk call about dangerous activity. I told them everything from how Karen had been harassing me for months, to the fact that we were just having coffee on my own property. One officer nodded knowingly and walked over to Karen. She was already faked crying, saying they were threatening me. I feared for my life. But the police weren't buying it. Body cams had caught everything I said, and neighbors confirmed she had been yelling at me first. Her story fell apart right in front of everyone. After an hour of chaos, the SWAT team packed up and left, shaking their heads. Karen was handed a citation for making a false emergency report. The HOA president later came to apologize on behalf of the community, saying her behavior had gone too far this time. For the first time ever, Karen stayed inside her cabin. The rest of the day, no yelling, no finger pointing, just silence. This whole ordeal reminded me of one thing. People like Karen thrive on fear and control. But when you stand your ground and let the truth come out, bullies lose their power.